Hi guys, my name is Anastasia and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking to you about detox smoothies, and this is the video part 2. If you want to see the video part 1 first, in terms of how to prepare your body for detox, watch that video first. But if you're here already because you know me or you watched my other videos, welcome. We're gonna talk about juicing today, and not just normal way of juicing, how people go on juice diets and things like that, but juicing in terms of decluttering your colon, decluttering your stomach, and really helping your body. For me, this personally works against any bloating I have. Sometimes when you can feel constipated, or whenever you feel like you ate too much junk food and you feel quite heavy in your stomach, or if you're just feeling that you are quite skinny or you have low body fat percentage but still you have some type of gut sticking out, which is probably a little bit of older colon things in it. So this type of smoothie I do usually once a month just to help my body to get rid of it, and I substitute this type of smoothie maybe once or twice a day instead of a meal. And this is different to normal smoothies. Please pay attention to the little details. And again, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how your body would react, but I hope that you take care and make sure that you take any food allergies you might have into consideration. Let's start. Equipment. Ideally for this type of smoothies you would need two things. You would need a blender and you would need a juicer. The reason I don't believe in pure juicing is because when you just juice your fruits or vegetables, you get rid of the fiber and you get pure juice and you get the separate bits completely separate. But the way I do them is I leave both things and then I blend things together. You will see. Then the first step to the juice is to pick your base for the juice. Some people do water, but I feel that if you're already going to do a juice, you want it to be nutritious. So there are a few vegetables that I suggest you choose as a base for your juice. I wouldn't recommend sweet things like apples or pears. Just try to avoid fruit for this type of smoothies. I know it might taste a little bit better, but if you're doing this for the benefit of your health, I think you can handle a little bit of discomfort while drinking this type of juice. My favorite base is cucumber because it's very neutral, pretty much like water. Another one you can use is celery, which I love. It has a lot of water as well as cucumber, but this has a specific taste that you might not personally like, but I like it. Another thing you can use are carrots. Carrots are definitely great. Right now I'm not going to use carrots personally because I'm on lower carb diets, and carrots do have higher carbs than these two, so I didn't want to buy carrots and show you because I can't actually drink that juice. And definitely add some beetroot. Raw beetroot, not cooked beetroot, but raw beetroot. Depending again on your preference in your taste, you can add 1 or 2, because beetroot's main quality is to kind of cleanse your stomach. I know a lot of people use it for constipation or whenever they have bloating. Pure beetroot juice is very strong by itself. So when you're doing this base juice, you can juice whatever vegetable you want and then try to add a beetroot, maybe half a beetroot, then taste it how you like it. And if you're still okay with it, maybe add 1 more, but the more the better. I ideally use 2 of these and a base juice of whichever. You can actually use both of these vegetables as well. You can add a bit of carrot, you can add whatever you want to, just as long as you have a base. And the base should be around the glass of juice. Once you add the base, you will also have a little bit of fiber that was left out, the squishy dry things. And what I like to do, I like to add a bit of those to the blender, and then it will encourage more cleansing. Next step, you take a blender and you pour this juice with a little bit of dry bits from your squeezed vegetables into the blender and mix it all up. If you're very sensitive to this taste and you're already feeling like, oh my god, I'm going to be sick, you can juice also like 1 apple or 1 pear, but I would recommend not do this. Another great things to add to this type of juice are a little bit of chili pepper, or a little bit of ginger, or a little bit of garlic. And now to the most important step. The difference between this type of detox smoothies and normal juices that you can see in the shops is that it has a lot of fiber. And by adding more greens to the blender, it will really create this type of soupy mass, which will be a bit thicker, but it will really help you. Because if you just drink a vegetable juice, it absorbs very easily into your bloodstream, into your digestion, and you just take all the nutrition. But if you have thicker things that your body still needs to digest, it will become more like a food, hence more like a little brush for your whole colon, and will really help you. Again, as I'm on prep, there are some things I couldn't add personally to my smoothie, but I usually add. So you can add spinach, which is fantastic. I also like to add wild rocket because it's a little bit peppery and delicious. You can also add any type of green salad mixes, or another great option is kale. When you do put your greens into the blender, make sure that you don't blend it to a smooth paste. Make sure you blend it a little bit, see how it's like. You can even have this smoothie with a spoon. You don't have to drink it up. Think of it as your detox smoothie, so it won't be super pleasant, or maybe it will be, depending again on your palate and what you like. Another tip, whenever you're having this type of smoothie, make sure you haven't eaten anything for at least 2 hours before, and you're not going to eat anything after for an hour at least. I know it's hard, but I know you can do this. Control yourself. And if you do this type of smoothie maybe once or twice a week, it will be really beneficial for your health. And for the hardcore people who want to do the next step, in my next video I will talk about the castor oil, which is completely flushing out of your system. Taking this detox smoothie will really help you to already unload some of the things. And depending on your body, some people won't even feel anything after this type of smoothie. Some people might feel like they go to the bathroom extra time, but obviously it's nothing extreme. It's just vegetables, and it's great for you as vitamins, as fiber, as nutrition. Another tip, absolutely make sure that you wash all of your vegetables and all of your greens, because you don't know who packed it, and if you have a little bit of dirt or earth on it, or any types of little bugs or worms, it might actually make even worse. So I always suggest to wash your vegetables very thoroughly before you juice them. Also, if you're curious about what type of juicer I use slow juicer called Samson. I've had it for like 3 or 4 years. It's really good. It's one of the older models. I'm not sure how much it costs right now, and it looks like this. It's pretty massive, but to be honest, you don't really need any type of special slow juicer. Just use any type of juicer you have. So now I washed all of my vegetables and prepared them, and I like to put all my vegetables before I juice them just into the little bowl, so it's less messy and that you have ready things to juice rather than juicing one thing, then cleaning and washing another. So let's see if this works. These are about, as you can see, 4 stems of celery, 2 beetroots, and also a half of the cucumber. The reason I need to cut it so small is because the juicer I'm using, the hole is quite small, so this is how I need to do it. Let's start. So 1 tray is full of juice and 1 tray is full of these little bits I was talking to you about. They are just dry things. And as usual, this is pretty clear juice. So what I like to do, I like to just add a little bit of beetroot, just all of these little bits, a little bit of celery. Just again, we need that extra fiber so that our body recognizes this not as a juice, but more like a meal. And again, see how you like it, see the consistency, because if it's too thick, obviously for you, you don't want to be feeling like, oh, it's so disgusting. And try with a straw or just like that. See how you like the taste. If you want to add more things like carrots, maybe apple or pear, do it. For the greens, I decided to add this superfood salad in the blender with the juice. I will show you right now. And this one says it's washed, so I feel safe. So we simply will just take this juice and pour it carefully into our blender. Be careful with beetroot, because beetroot colors so much everything. So if you have any towels, anything white, make sure you don't damage it. So we have our little lovely juice, and now we'll add some green. There we go. Should look like something like this. And let's get this party started. Just for a second, you see what I've done there? I didn't blend it for too long. Just see how the consistency is like and taste it. And I'll probably leave it at that because I like little bits, and again, this helps to the stomach much better than just pure juice with like really smooth. But see how you like it. If you feel it's too thick, juice some more carrots or cucumbers or celery, add some more. You can also add some water, of course. You don't have to make it all super juicy. Final product, I just tried it and it's really actually nice. It's of course very thick, so I'll probably take a spoon and finish it with a spoon. But I hope you enjoyed this little video. Let me know in the comments if you've tried it. Maybe you add some other vegetables that I didn't think of. And just make sure that you improvise with this recipe. The main point, again, as I told you, use a base juice that is not sweet, that is the vegetables, and then add some bits that are dry for the fiber, and add some more green leaves or spinach, or like I did, superfood salad. It's really good for you. Bye guys!